Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing Tea Street. This is my favorite mug of all time, y'all. God's got this because no matter what my circumstance is, whether it's good or bad, God's got this. So I'm going to jump right in. Today's Coffee with Tea. Don't skip the process of changing the world. Changing the world. We sometimes look at circumstances and we go, if only this were different, if only somebody would save the kids, if only somebody would take care of the elderly, if only. Can I ask you a question? Why not you? Why not you? Why can't you be the person who changes the world? I'm just asking for a friend. Why not you? All of us have the capacity to change the world, even if it's just the world in which we live, our small part of the world. Our spaces are the places where we have the most influence and the most opportunity to change the world. People are continually talking about that these are really hard times for communities that look like mine. And I will concur. But hard times are not new for people who look like me and who look like some of my followers. Can I say to you, one of the things that has sustained our communities long beyond and long before there were government interventions. Do I believe that we have a responsibility to take care of the sick and the poor as a government? Yes. But there's a book that tells us in Matthew 25 that we are also supposed to change the world. How? When people are sick, you go visit them. When they're hungry, you give them food. When they're thirsty, you give them drink. When they're in prison, you go to visit them. Y'all, we have the opportunity to change our world every day. Here are the really quick steps, the 5 steps. The first thing, start small. You don't have to go and change the big world. Go change something in your sphere of influence, in your world. Start small. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I charge you today to start small if you want to change the world. Stay persistent. My grandmother told me a long time ago, baby girl, she said, baby, a slow drip will wear a hole in a rock. Our young people, they don't lack trust because they don't think people care about them. They lack trust because they continually tell me that people aren't persistent in their care for them. The moment they make a mistake, we get ghost. Be persistent because if you are persistent in whatever part of the world you're trying to change, eventually, whatever is the blockage will start to erode. Be persistent in your efforts. You have the ability to change the world in which you inhabit. We don't have to do it alone. Collaborate with people who believe like you do. I love young people. And so I'm always trying to surround myself with people who have the young people energy that I have. And for me, I like to serve young people well. I am not anybody's poverty pimp. I don't make money off the backs of young people. I literally collaborate with people. One of my favorite collaborators who's a creative like me is one of my friends, Charity Martin King. I call her my little sister. This year we did 2 amazing conferences, one in the fall and one in the early spring, where we brought young people together from all across this city on days that they were out of school. We didn't know how we were going to do it. What we knew is if we brought our resources together and we collaborated, we could have greater impact. We don't believe that we have to do things in silos because it's really never about us. It's about young people. And when you put you aside and you place whatever the issue is at the center, you collaborate with people who are like minded to have greater impact on the things that you want to do. You ain't got to save the world all by yourself. You can bring along co conspirators in what? Changing the world. Next thing, be practical. We did have to sit down and go, look, we got a budget. This is how much money I got. What you got? She said, I got this. My budget. I said, look, I can't pay for food out of my funding. I said, but I'll pay for the t-shirts. She was like, bet I got some dollars over here that I'll pay for the food. And when it came out, it all equaled itself out. I'm like, look, I'll donate my services as a speaker. You donate this over here. We were literally collaborating, but we were very practical because at the end of the day, if we bring all these kids together, we can't feed them and we got them all day. That's not practical. Make practical steps in how you want to serve young people, but don't be unrealistic now. That doesn't help anybody. Be practical. The next thing, be ethical. We see lots of people rise and lots of people fall because their talents took them where their character could not keep them. Don't cut corners. Don't think that if you do shade over here, that eventually that shade won't cover you over here. At the end of the day, all the things that we do get exposed. So when you're out there changing the world, be a person who does it with integrity, who does it with a sense of ethics. There's a right way and a wrong way to do things. And remember that people are watching you as you attempt to change the world. You don't have to be unethical to make a difference. Always lead with your heart. And if you are doing what is right in your heart, that's ethical behavior. When you do that which you know is right, even when it's not popular. For almost 20, I think we're in year 28 of serving young people, I've always tried. I started small. I didn't start traveling the country speaking to kids. I started in my backyard. I started right up the road. My first paid speaking engagement was in Bucyrus, Ohio. Started small with 500 kids at a JTI, a middle school drug free conference. I'm persistent. I wake up every day with young people in my heart, in my mind, and in my prayers. I consistently go back to the same pool because that's the pool that I'm called for. I collaborate with other people. I love when we can bring lots of entities together. Years ago, we brought 5 agencies together and had 400 kids in an overnight lock-in. This was way before lock-ins were even popular. But I brought all the agencies so that none of us had to spend a lot of money and all of us got to serve a lot of kids. I'm practical. I work within the means that I have. And sometimes I think outside the box. And every now and then I don't think the rules apply to me, but I don't mean unethical rules. I mean, like, oh, I'm going to spend a little bit extra over here and then I'll cut the budget over here. And finally, always be ethical. Do the thing that is right because it is right. You know what? I'm the amazing T Street. There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me. All of us have the opportunity to change the world. And how do you do it? You start with the world in which you inhabit, whatever spaces you have influence in, that's your world. Change that world because what happens on the macro level isn't nearly as important or as impactful as what happens on the micro level. Start with, good morning, Mrs. Brown. Start with you. I'm the amazing T Street. Absolutely, positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So today, I encourage you, good morning, Jill, to go out there and change your world. Have an amazing day.